People ask me all the time, well, what do you talk about when you do your comedy? What do you talk about? I notice the differences in the cultures. I notice what makes us different, and I find a lot of humor in that. One of the things that we're going to have to do, to get through this, is we're going to have to learn to appreciate each other. We're going to have to learn to laugh with each other, not at each other, but with each other. We're different in a lot of ways, and we're the same in others. For instance, I grew up in a different place. Puerto Rico is a different culture. I grew up in Puerto Rico where as a child, I had no rights. I was fine with that. Then I moved to this country, had my children in this country. Turns out that as a parent, I have no rights. What happened? I really say, when I do my shows, I tell people, white people, I love you. You need to hang with Latino and black people. You need to learn to beat your children. In California especially, they don't beat the children. They're like, oh my God, that's the problem they have out there. Kids don't do anything wrong out there. Oh no, he's just expressing himself. Really? He's boiling the cat, Marge? I don't know what you mean. No, he's ADD. Yeah, another darn dumbass beating him around. I do travel around the nation, and I am involved in a lot of these things in comedy and with the real people. We all really become the same at one level only, and that is the level of potential. We really all have the same potential. Black, white, Latino, yellow, Hispanic, Chino, Americano, it doesn't matter. You really have to, and that's what we're doing here. It's about the potential of really getting to know each other and really connect with each other and allow each other to be who we are. It's about information. It's about, diversity right now in Hispanic community is a huge thing because we are right now putting into this economy $1.3 trillion into the economy are being brought into by the Latino consumer, which is fantastic. But within the Latino diversity, the Latino community or Hispanic, whatever we're being called this week, I don't even know, we're different. We're very different. In Hollywood, for Hollywood, Latinos are Mexican. In New York, they're Puerto Rican. And, and the thing is, we're all different. And we would love for this nation, and this is a time for us to get to know each other and allow us to be different. We don't eat the same stuff. We don't dance to the same music. We don't, we're just completely different people. We just happen to speak Spanish. We don't even do that the same way. In fact, maybe if you recall back, you need to, it's very important for business to understand this. Like when the Pope visited Miami a few years back, there was a company who wanted to make T-shirts that said, I saw the Pope, but they didn't really check with people who spoke Spanish, so the T-shirt said, I saw the potato. Because el papa is the Pope, y la papa is the potatoes, so they said la papa, which is very interesting. I saw la papa. I'm glad they didn't say they saw the potatoes Pope. But it's about information. You have to know, get informed, understand each other, and then use that as an opportunity, because all of this is really an opportunity. I do want to tell you that the bottom line is, we all come together at the level of potential. We all come together at that level. The level of laughter. When I started doing comedy, people asked me, well, what is your goal? My goal was, and still is, to bring God in the room. For me, laughter is bringing God in the room. No matter what you're talking about, no matter what you're trying to teach, if you're not making people laugh, they ain't listening to you. You gotta make them laugh. You gotta connect with you. And and that's what I like to do. Just kind of like laugh about it, relax about it. This is what we have. This is what we have to do. You got to embrace the fact that you're a white woman, and you got to embrace it that you're a black woman and a white man and a yellow man and whatever. Just embrace it. Just be who you are. But then get to know each other. Get information. Get to know, who is what and why do we do this and why we don't do this. When my children left the house, my neighbor, Marcia, said to me, oh, you must be so sad now that you're an empty nester. I didn't know what that was. Marcia's white, I'm Latino. I don't tell her. I had to look it up. And the reason is because, white Latino women and black women, we don't know what this is because our children never leave the house. I had to look it up. I really did. And I went on the internet. There's thousands of websites. Google, thousands of websites, it's a syndrome. Did you know? Empty nest syndrome. It's a disease. Apparently, white ladies get really sad when the children leave the house. The hell is wrong with them? And they have so much advice. They tell you what to do. You know you have it because they'll do things like they'll go into their kids' rooms and they'll sniff their clothing. If you have boys, I spent 20 years shut my son's door, smell a dirty butt and socks, and wouldn't come into the house. When he left, I had to go in there with sage, holy water, and a priest. Well, we just don't think the same way. We just have different levels of, we can't do comedy here. It's all about that. It's all about just get to know, just get involved and have fun and relax. All right, that's it. You guys, thank you very much. Shayla, thank you for having me out here.